assignment for this week. This week includes datums and orientation tolerancing. So for this week, I would like you to draw this part. And if we analyze what would be the easiest way to draw something like this, maybe from a side, if we can make one drawing. This look like something made by stamping. So we maybe might use a sheet metal forming for this, make something and then just put an angle there. That would typically be the way something like this will be done. We will need to have the overall dimension, or you can do this as a two extrudes. So for example, we do have both dimensions there, so we can check which one of them will work. So if we start this part, I mean, there's a couple of options. So I will use XY plane, and I like to make first circle of a size. So maybe just check there. What is the circle? It's 2.25 overall dimension, 2.25. Middle mouse click twice, and then there'll be another circle inside. That circle is 1.313. 1.313. And there's another part going up. So I'll make rectangular shape, which is not symmetric. And then I can add a symmetry line. And let me see if I turn on. So you see here we have option to make the symmetry line invisible. If we just make sure you turn it off once you're done with this, and then we can use symmetry for this, and we can say left side, right side around the symmetry, and then we can define that part. And also then I can just trim what I don't need here. For example, this part, and a little bit here. And sometimes, this will be misaligned, and yeah, I don't need these two. So sometimes, oh, the circle, I don't know why I overextend this. So we don't need to trim that much. This can go a little bit up. So yeah, like I would just erase these parts. So we're trimming, and here, this side. And then, you can always try to see is this still symmetrical. It would be if I move. Yeah, if I move, it's good. So what would be the size of this? So I have overall distance from here to there. This is saying that it's 2.755. And the middle one is R 1.240. So this is 1.240. Okay, so something is missing. I'm trying, you see when it's, yeah, so you see when it's like this, I need to add horizontal constraint. But pay attention where's your x-axis. So mine is good, so that's horizontal. If you flip differently, that might be vertical constraint for you. So you see, this is my first part. I'll add these cuts, the holes later. So basically, that's my first one. For the second one, I would like to add angled plane on the side. So I can make a plane which is angled to a plane around the edge. So it will ask me select a line or a plane. Okay, so I want to select, I will go to the origin, try to find that plane, XY plane, and then I want this edge. And now it's asking me, okay, how far do you go? So you see, this is dimension. And if I'm not sure, you might type here and see which side is this going. Our angle in this case needs to be 30. So yeah, it's good because you see from a side, I'm measuring here, but this angle there, it's the same. So 30 will work for me. This will be good. So my second sketch will be in this angled plane. And all I would do, I would like to use existing geometry. So I will say project geometry, this one I need. And I would just make a rectangular shape by using that geometry. I don't know, it's okay. I would like to say this line is at the same place as this line. I didn't put project. One second, project. You see, when you say project geometry, you're using before something you did in the previous feature. But when you use that, make sure you select it and make it invisible here. So because, I want to use it for constraining, so I can use collinear constraint. I can say that this line will be in the same line like this. So you see right now that looks good up there. And I will need to add a circle. And same for that circle, I want to say that this position is here. But then I want to say that maybe this is tangent. I can use different constraints. You can have same results. I'm just adding tangent. And then I will like cut what I don't need. And then you can just see what constraint is missing. You see here, I just need the height of this, which I already have in these dimensions, which is from here to here. I don't want to go. So first start from up to here. This should be 1.289. You see you see this second part, 1.289. And I will extrude finish sketch. So you see I have these two sketches. And then I just have to extrude them by 0.125, both of them. But before I do that, I can draw all these circles that I need to draw. So for example, or I can later add these holes. So maybe now let me just extrude. So I'm extruding first one. I'm going down. So I will flip by 0.125. And then I will also extrude the second part. Here the line is missing. This is open. So for my second sketch, I should go there. So you see I have these three. And because I converted this one to invisible, I need to add one more line. So from here to here. And let's try now. Extrude that one the other direction by 0.125. So you see here I have. And once I finish this, maybe I can remove my work plane. I don't need it at this time. So, and then all I will do, I want to make holes. So for example, you can use hole or you can use circular pattern later once you have one first hole. So I will just do circles. So for example, I will make a circle on the side. Just put it like this so it's obvious it's not in the right place. And I will make a circle that goes through the center of my other circle. And then I will select this one and make it invisible. So you see like what I did previously. When I did this, I was using this to make this just like a reference. And I can also do the same for my, to make this horizontal. I'm trying to use like polar coordinates kind of situation. So you see, I will convert this one as well. And then I will use angle. Well, I can make that horizontal, I guess. So you see, just made it horizontal because I click on the horizontal and I do escape. All I need to do here is to put the right value of this is 1.813. So this will be 1.813. And yeah, that's it. So, and the hole is size 0.125. So I'm just going to go 1.0125, and then I will extrude this, make a hole. I will flip and do subtract, you see, like this. And if you don't know distance, you can just select here through everything, through all. Okay. And I have one, I need to have eight of these, so I can easily use circular pattern for that. And for the features, you see, I know I made the last extrusion. I can either click here or you can zoom in and make sure you select that, not the whole part. I like to select in the tree, so I'm sure I'm not selecting too many things. This will be rotation axis. For rotation axis, you need to select cylindrical surface of a hole, and I will have 8. So I'm not changing anything else. So 360 degrees, I have 8. And then I have to add one more hole there. So I'm starting a 2D sketch in that plane. And again, I will just I will project geometry there. And I will also use a line that is vertical. And you see, these two will be my reference things. So I will make them invisible. And then I will make a small circle here. I'm not sure if I will snap, so I'll just make it outside, and I can make with this constraint. I can say that I want this point to be on this circle, and that's about it. And then let me see, what do I need to say? So this circle goes somewhere down, and there's another circle that will be a reference from here to there. And also this circle I will make invisible. And that circle has 0.563 radius. 0.563 radius. Is that so? No, radius, diameter. And then this small one will be 0.125. Yes, and I have 4 of these. So let me check. You see here, 0.125 and 563. That's where I found these. All I have to do is to cut through, extrude, I flip, and I will go through all. Okay. And then for the same thing, I will do circular, and I will select feature that I just made, extrusion. For the axis, I will select outside. And how many? 4. We have 4, not 6. So in this way, I did create everything I needed for my part. And make sure you save it. So I will save this as my, this is assignment 6. So let's say A6, A6, A6M, or module 4, part 1. You see, that's my part. It looks same like the one there. And then now I will make my drawing. So I go make my new drawing. And you see, it's giving you even some options that, you can make, but I like to go from a scratch again. For sheet size, when you edit sheet, maybe do B2 is kind of showing you nice heading. ANSI large, you go edit definition, you can change Old Dominion University. Title, we can call this M4, assignment 6, module 4, part 1. And you can change your name, drawing part number, we can put it A6, M4, part 1, for example. It can be number or something else. Finish. You can change your name as well. So now you see I have a little bit different orientations. I have this base view and I have this projection view, which is a section view. And then I have this auxiliary view. So let's try to do something like this. So for the base, yeah, this one looks good for the base. I'll do that one here. Don't go too deep because projection will cut over there. Okay. Then for my projection, I want to use section view. Before I go there, I like to use annotate and add all of these, whatever you have, circles or ellipse, you add these because you maybe need to select them. So you see they're called, what is the name? Center mark, yeah. Center mark, can do the big one. Everywhere, you will see how it looks better when you add that kind of stuff. Yeah. So now when I have this, I will do place view, section view. So I select that, and then you go here. And then you go under, right click, continue. And then I'm making my section view, and there you go. And then I have auxiliary for this from here, and I just select my line. And then here it's cut. It's not showing the full thing, but I'll show the full thing because this is how it looks when you put it on the other side. The one that you see there, it's missing parts of this. So yeah, and then if you want to add another one, let's say you want to add the 3D view of this, you can rotate it. You can put 3D view there. And you can also put that you see hidden lines or unhidden or make it solid. Hidden line removed. Raster view, okay? Then it stays there. And you can also move this because it doesn't look good there. Yeah. And then here, the same thing. We should add axis because, whatever you have. I like this bit by sector. I select two lines, it gives me axis. And same for these two holes that I have here. And there's a hole here. There's a hole there. Yeah. Okay, so here, same thing, we can do center marks. We can do center marks for all of these. Or just one side, you decide. Okay. So now all we have to do is to dimension this, and that will be our drawing. So I'm adding big dimensions. Whatever I see, oh yeah. So if this is giving you issue, just start with circle first and then line. Let me see why it's not giving me. I want from that point here. And you see, I already see that I need the third primary unit, so I can switch this for all of the drawings because it looks like they're all going to need third. So we'll go to Manage Styles Editor and wait until it shows up. And then go to ANSI and change precision to 3. Save. And then I can start adding everything else. So I will go add these dimensions. So this is one there. So yeah, I don't need radius. I need the other dimensions. So you will go like this, right click, dimension type, diameter. Change that. Does it have plus and minus? It doesn't. You just say okay. Then I will I will make the inside one here. Then I want to sketch a circle that goes through these. Circle. So let me see. Okay, and then let me see if it's good. Align that circle. They measure that circle too somewhere here. You can change later. Make this circle bigger size. You know, it's all here in manage in parameters. You just have to find where's the right place for this one. This is reference dimension. So somewhere in them, just try to find where exactly the driven dimensions. You see, it's called driven dimension. Let me see if I can check this. No. So driven dimension somewhere. Maybe for text. Just, you know, try to find where exactly that is, or you search through the help. Okay, and then for annotation, zoom in until you get to the escape. I'm in something else. Annotate dimension somewhere there. And when you have this one, you can go and write in the text. You go to the left, types 8 times this dimension, and you can add all the things later. And dimension this circle. And you see, what is this? We can take that and put that in the square. And what else? You know, they're all different other stuff you can put. But you know, I think, you know, you can add some lines and things, because, you know, if you want to dimension angle here, you need to show, I don't know how I got that line. And you need to add here that reference too. And you can check, you know, and if any of these dimensions are off, you can change that by going in the part. So here we want to have a line dimension, but like I want to have the top here from there to there. And here four of these escape. So if I go there, I click on the right and somewhere go back 4 times. And later I will add all of these other ones. Here, the angle, you just click on one line, on the other, and then you click in between. Precision and tolerance. So if I want to have this reference basic, so if you turn on the basic, you will get that square. I think we need that basic here as well. If I click there, basic, and here when you add angle, let me see. And definitely we need to draw a line from here to here. This shows up. Okay, so hopefully I did the right angle. If not, go back there and make sure you put a good angle. So here, text, if I go to the left and I put 8 times, and then in precision and tolerance, just turn the basic on so you get the square around that. Okay, so I'm good here, and I'll add GD&Ts later. I'm just now adding all the dimensions. So here, to add dimensions here, I think I need a line that goes, line that goes from here in this. And you can make that line, change the line type and everything, but I just leave it like this for a second. So it's kind of too long. You don't need it. Yeah, this has save reminder. Good call. I probably need to say what I'm doing. And what do I do now? I have 30. Why did I make that one? Yeah, for this one. So I'm going back to annotate from here to there. How did it go? Yeah, it's not from there. So from here to there. It's a little bit off for some reason. What are they dimensioning? Well, probably it depends which side you went. Later you can try to see why is that. Why do I have difference? Well, I won't deal with that. Maybe I made something wrong in one of the dimensions, but I'll leave it like this. This is parametric, you can fix. So I think I'm almost there with all of mine. Here it's missing R. I don't know it to put just R, but I'll leave what it is. And there's a circle needed here in this. So I'm just going from to here. Finish. And I need to annotate that one. Somewhere there. And it looks like I'm a little bit off, so I will say override displayed value, because just to save some time here while I'm recording this, but make sure you're in the right place. And if you're not, you can say override, at least for a couple of them. So, no, that one. 313. This one should be basic. Yes. So I think so far I finished all the drawing, all the dimensions that we had. Now I need to add all these reference frames. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. Everything else is there. So if you remember last time, it was somewhere here under the symbols. So I'll put first, where's my, yeah, I'll put first feature frames. So let's see, if I put them under here, I need to put 2 of them. Oh. I'll move this section. I can deal with that later. Okay, so so one second with here. Feature frame. I will turn off the line later. Maybe a little bit to the right. Here is one of them. Okay, so what do I do? That one is good. 0.0. This is 22. 22. No, 20. 0.020. M is good. Then I go D. BM is staying, and then CM. CM. Okay, that's good. Then I'll do another one. I will remove the leaders. Okay, here 0.03. M is staying, D is staying, and I don't need these. So just erase them, okay? Escape, and here I will just say no leaders. There's a way, delete leader, delete leader. So that part is done. Okay, then here I will add one here. I don't know, it's, can I think it would be nice if I add a sketch a line here, which is in this plane, extending. So you see, this is parallel. That's why it's giving me finish. And then I can add one other feature frame right here. I can add later. Be patient with this. It's not always working immediately. I think maybe make a line here and trim the leftover because it's trim. And now when I put another feature, I'll just attach. I'll say delete leader. Okay, there. So that one will be angle, not this. I'm switching to angle, just 0.010 A. If you don't want to put 0, you just put like this, the way they have it there, and okay. And then you can go back here and say delete leader. And so I'm done with this part. This one has to be basic dimension. And then I have to add a bunch of stuff under here. So I can maybe move this one a little bit lower. You see there are multiple ones here. They kind of look like these two. I'm wondering, can I just copy this? No. Okay, so let me make new ones. To just put somewhere that leader one. Okay, this will be, so I need to put this diameter 0.040. Yeah, I don't need 0 for that. 0.040 and M there, A, B, another M, and here E. Then another one under. So there 0.05. A, B, M, and I don't need E. Okay, and then we can remove leaders. Remove another leader, and then I can add datum 8 here. Oh, C. This is C. I'll add later because first one will come as A. Okay, that one is there. There's one here. Reference plane there. This one will be 0.020. 20, there's no M. There's only A and B. There's another one here. So here we have perpendicularity 0.1 M A, and there's no B. Okay, escape, and I just remove these leaders. Delete leader, delete leader. I think I only have one more here. This kind of, I don't know, I need to move everything a little bit up. I'm just moving stuff up because I need a little bit more space. Maybe I went too much there. Okay, yeah, this can go a little bit somewhere else. Okay, and here I'm adding one more feature reference plane. I think I need to extend this line first. Dimension. I just put it here. Okay. And there I have just 0.02. And remove this leader. And now I just have to put reference planes. So the first one is here, Datums. Let's see how it works. Okay, so it's just where you click. So let me click here then. A. That's it. Does it matter how it is? It's good. It's kind of broken. We can change that somewhere in the stylus. So A. So now I want to add B. B is here. Why is moved? Oh yeah, I moved the views. That's why. So you can move this back where it should be. Yeah, this one is good. Okay, so I'm adding B. So I'm clicking here. I'm adding B. So this one should be B. C. C. Where's E? Oh, I didn't put for E. E should be somewhere here. Okay, then I'll add for D. And for E, I didn't put that dimension yet there, so I'll add it. That's the one. Let me see if I can move this stuff. $120, I'll take it out. Maybe move this one. You can move stuff so it fits better. And my last feature. So here, position 0.02, 20, and M, BM. BM. Then I just have to move that closer to here and remove this leader and attach Datum on that. That's it. So, and then you can go to settings and see how these datums are set. Maybe try to see if there's some other settings. Would that go vertical? You see here, datum ANSI, shape, allow landing. I think maybe if I remove landing, I mean, try to see if there's other options for the way you see it, but they are somewhere there. Shape orientation based on something. See, what should be added. So pretty much that's it. So maybe I missed something, but you can edit this and make it better. So at the end, I will just save. So I have a part, I have drawing, and I will say export PDF, add your name there, and turn this in the canvas. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this video helpful for your homework. Bye.